Well, hey everyone, good morning. It's Sunday, minus 16 out. Smitty is here. You've met him before online. And we're heading out for a tour. I think I should try and find one of my water jugs. I wouldn't mind grabbing some of that water up there. Or do you want any of that spring water? No, I'm good. Okay, well, we'll just go up and take pictures then, folks. So we've started up the truck a couple of times to warm it up ahead of time, but it is definitely cold. As you guys can see, the snowstorm wasn't as bad as they said it was going to be. So that's, you know, not quite what we thought. But it is minus 16 Celsius out. Happy, happy. Oh boy. Truck is frozen solid, but it did start with the automatic starter, but it turns out you can't run the automatic, you know, like start it up automatically twice. Ow! Twice in a row. Fuck, I just slipped. I just about broke my neck there. Yeah, I'm fine. Oh! Remote start disabled. Okay. There we go, folks. I don't know how to. I want to turn the fan on higher. There we go. Okay, gotta get this stuff moved out of the way for Chris. We're just going out for a drive. Get out of the, both of us get out of the house. We're gonna talk about the ice fishing trip. I just found out from Chris that he has a skidoo. I didn't know he had a fucking skidoo. So he might have told me, but I guess I forgot. I don't know. But anyway, the good thing about this is for the trip up to Lake Nipigon, it changes everything because now he doesn't have to sit on the back of the Grizzly. We both can be running and carrying equipment. So this completely changes our trip. And on top of everything else, he's got a trailer we can use to pull on. I didn't know, Chris Smitty, that he did. I didn't know he had any of this. So anyway, I'm going to have to stop it because I got to clear the snow off the windshield so I can, we can see. So I'll be back, okay, folks? Hey everyone, Lad from the Woods back here. So we're on our way. Truck walked out of the yard like it was nothing, even with these tires I do not like, which I mentioned before. So whenever I take you guys, we usually either turn right here or we go the other way. This will be the first time I'm taking you guys the back way up to Umpqua. I haven't heard from Randy, so he's getting an unannounced visit, unless he's already out ice fishing or something. Maybe him and Chris went out, I don't know. We're gonna pop in there and say good day. We'll stop down by the spring water place, show you guys where the spring water comes out of the ground with the pipe, where people fill up their jugs. Just a day trip, and if we feel really energetic, we might tour up to Cobden. I'm not sure about that one, but because there's a lake that me and Chris have fished there before. Like I told you guys, he sent me a picture. Do you remember the name of that type of that fish?
Oh, rainbow smelt.
Rainbow smelt. I was trying to remember to tell you guys yesterday. It has a species of rainbow trout that is 10,000 years old. It's only in that lake. I wonder why the water's open here. Look at that. That shouldn't be open, eh? Well, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, guys, we're not going to film the whole trip up there. I want to be able to pay attention and enjoy the drive too. Oh, this is a new house. I hadn't seen this before. God, see? Remember what I was saying to you guys there a few days ago? People building ugly ass houses out here? Well, there's another example. Anyway. There's a young couple I know living in a trailer up here somewhere. They came to asked if I would rent them a spot, and I said, no, I really can't do that. So they just said, well, that's fine. It was all cool, and we're just saying hi. We're your new neighbor. We noticed you live in a trailer as well. So this little village that's coming up is called Poland. Oh yeah, we're going to be going by Roberton Lake too, eh? Let's see if there's any ice huts out there. There's usually just the one, the old man by his place, so we'll see if he's out there. Fuck, it's nice to get out of the house. That's all I wanted to do today. Just get out, poke around, you know. I was hoping, like I said, we could see Kirk, because then we'd have a good idea as what's going on with the with ice fishing up there. All right, so this is the little town of Poland. Used to have a general store where us kids used to walk from where the trailer is to here to get ice cream cones in the summer. My dad would walk us down, or my mother, and it's 3 kilometers. So a nice little walk. Big birch trees are down. So there's Poland. Hey everyone. There's that trailer. Is that them? I wonder if that's the trailer they're living in. Doesn't look lived in. They said it was right up front there, so that must be it. I don't see the trailer being occupied. Look at that nice side by side with the plow. Polaris too, eh?
Yeah.
We were just talking about Smitty's Polaris snowmobile. I didn't know he had one. Like you people know, I'm not big on Polarises, but after Stefan's Polaris, you know, side-by-side dumper thing, I'm rather impressed with it. So Polaris, interesting. Turn left here, that's Umferson's Mill Road. That takes us down to the back roads to Park Lake and stuff. We won't get back there today, but other days. Now, if we had the ATV and the Skidoo, we could get back there. Anyway, everyone, we'll take a break until we get up to see something interesting to film. Okay? Talk to you after. Bye. Well, there you go, folks. We're just going to pull around and I'll jump out and do a bit of film. This is Roberton Lake. I don't know if you guys, I have a film on the channel where we fished here in the summer, but we go walleye fishing here. This is like my lake, like personal lake, whatever you want to call it, like my home lake. This is the Windsong, well, not Windsong Lodge. It used to be the Windsong Lodge here. My dad and his brothers used to drink copious amounts of alcohol, but it burnt down. Now that's the community center there. You don't mind me stopping filming all that? Like I said, we're just getting out today, and so this is definitely a write-off for ice fishing. We won't be coming here ice fishing. The reason I say that, guys, is because there's absolutely no tracks on it. Now, we did have this snowstorm, but there's no tracks or anything even looking like snowmobile tracks, so nobody's been on here. Anyway, Roberton Lake, walleye, pike, bass, perch. Anyway, there's usually an ice hut that's straight over that way, but he hasn't, either he's not putting his ice hut out anymore, or the water or the ice is just not safe. So anyway, baseball diamond here, and it's got washroom and water facilities, and like I said, there used to be a lodge here called the Windsong Lodge, and it burnt down years ago, but it used to be quite the party place back in the day. So anyway, you and I have been fishing here, haven't we? On this lake?
Yep.
Yeah, we came, I think we were in there with the old boat, weren't we? Yep. Not the one we had, the Quadrophenia. So anyway, you're okay to smoke in the truck, bud. Just leave the window open when when you smoke. My mother will bitch about it, I'm sure. So Do I hear Skidoo? No, truck on the road. We're going to, that's the road we're going to be going around anyway. All right, I didn't want to do too long here. I just wanted to have a look-see. What's this coming down there? That looks like, is that a logging truck? Holy shit. Wonder who's working today. Well, Jamie's working today. Might be just somebody with a flat, big, flat trailer. South Levant Community Center is what they call it. I do miss having the bar here. Cops were probably happy it's gone. Because, it's all back roads. My dad would drive here sometimes. He'd leave his little pickup truck and walk home, and it's 12 kilometers from here to home, but my dad would do it. And then sometimes in the summer, all the Jones brothers would be up, and they'd be down here partying, and they had an old jukebox, 10 cents a song, and too much fun. South Levant Community Center. So, Kloss is a big, Art Kloss, in memory of Art Kloss. Kloss is a big name here, and then this field is the Bingley field. Bingleys are settlers of this area as well. So anyway, we can rent this out, I think, if we want to have a party or the like, eh? See, in memory of Earl Mickey Bingley, 1942 to 2016. She's about the same age as my mother. Backstop compliments of the Bingley crew. Janet's patio. Bingley's. Big family here. And they're still here too. Young Stephen, I don't know him. We may have met just the one time, but he has like dump truck, and I'm not sure, he might be into the firewood as well. I'd have to ask. Hall rentals. There you go. Hall rentals are available year-round, $150 a day, $50 for a deposit. So there you go. Anyway, we'll motor on. I love this lake. This is actually the perfect lake for Smitty, because remember I was telling you guys Smitty's really good at rib jigging, and the walleye here is where they gather in the summertime. Smitty do some of his rib jigging there. He'd be pulling them out steady. Right now, if you want to get the walleye, they'd be at the far end of the lake near the creek coming in, but can't trust the ice because it's buried, the snow. And if I'd seen tracks on it, like Skidoo tracks, fine, but it's not something I would chance, even if I had the ATV and Chris Smitty had his Skidoo. So, all right, you ready to?
Yep.
You all finished?
Like, you got to be moving if you go across with this, with a sled.
Oh, I wouldn't worry about this with the snow with the ATV. Like, as long as one sled has been across it, I just stay in his tracks, eh? All right, folks, we'll be back for whatever the next stop's going to be. All right, see you soon. Go on again. There's talk, it's fine. So there's the view from the road here. Now you can see where we were back that way. See where that white house is? Well, there, and then there's the launch over there where we just were, the beach. That's actually a beach, folks, I forgot to tell you. And the water here is like that blue turquoise colored, and it's clean, clear. And actually you could drink the water out of this lake. I wouldn't, as compared to Palmerston Lake, but you could. So go ahead, Chris, sorry.
No, you're fine.
Chris telling a story about, we were just talking about, I was bragging about Chris again about the rip jigging. You guys remember I've been talking about his super rip jigging abilities, and I want to take him to this one spot here in Roberton Lake and let him loose. Hey guys, I don't remember the name of this hunt camp, but I've seen the guys every year for years, and they may have come up to the Betty Ford when we've been partying up there, but this hunt camp's for sale. 613-223-3310. I don't know if you guys can see that. Whoops. D for drive would be good. I remember this possibility of skidoos flying down here. Anyway, you guys can see up there, this is hunt camp. This is a really, really good hunting area, folks. If you're looking to buy a hunt camp, that's probably going to be a good deal as well. So, and then you've got the KMP, which you can go all the way up to Calabogie from here and further. And then the trail going back this way goes all in the back amongst Levant and all these backwood lakes. And eventually that KMP trail will take you down to Kingston, Ontario. And then it connects to 2 other big trails that go right across the province of Ontario. So skidoos and the like. And anyway, so there you go. Too bad we couldn't have gone farther, but if I had the other truck with the knobby tires on it, I wouldn't have worried. But this one here, I'm still not trusting of these tires. So anyway, go ahead, Chris.
What?
Well, whatever you were talking about.
Oh, just the sled, what I have.
Yeah, it turns out Smitty has a sled that goes behind his sled. So, like, you know, you put your stuff in it. And, of course, the big skidoo. And then mine with the Grizzly, I have a sled I can go behind it, but I don't need it. With him having his sled, I can just strap my stuff onto the ATV. No trouble at all. I travel pretty light these days anyways, ice fishing, but...
You don't want to
yeah,
see me.
I was realizing rather quickly as I'm talking to Chris about this right now, is I'm like, holy fuck, man, we got quite the setup, and I didn't even realize it, you know, because I just haven't been in the ice fishing mode. This is part of the reason that it's a good day to take this drive, because talking with Chris gets me motivated, because I haven't been motivated.
I even got a floor for my head.
But yeah, I want to talk to you about that, actually. I was looking at some floors on Amazon, but anyways, because I have a Clam 5. What's mine again? A Jason Mitchell 5000. What is yours?
Otter.
You got that big one though, eh?
Yeah.
Like it's like 2 of those, like 2 of mine put together or something?
No, same size.
Oh, it's the same size as mine.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, we don't even need to bring 2 of these huts together then. Unless we wanted to set 2 of them up. One, Jesus.
What a
Fucking idiot.
Yeah.
He wasn't even paying attention. And I had already moved way over. I recognize the side of that truck.
The one thing I like about the Otter, I like it, but it's not a Clam to me, is the windows pop out. So since I'm a smoker,
Well, that's good though, isn't it?
yeah, so I can pop my window down without unzipping the fucking door.
And that also means then when you're running the propane heater, it doesn't get the condensation all building up in it.
Right.
The only thing is, I'm thinking if we bring 2 of them, we're on a lake, you take one, you set it up in one spot, and then you take the other one and set it up in another spot, and you can go back and forth.
And hope to God one don't get ripped off.
Well, no, you do it within sight of each other. Like,
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I'm not saying leave this stuff overnight. That would be totally idiot. I mean, we've seen them stolen right off the ice during the day on Calabogie Lake. It was in the news. These guys, and they did. Everybody watched them steal it. They didn't realize what was going on. The guys set up their camp or their shack and everything on the ice.
Yeah.
It was an Eskimo, big red one, so not hard, not easy to miss.
Nope.
And they decided to go into Calabogie to go get some breakfast. So they went to the restaurant, and the day when they went in there, these guys come along with their pickup truck, a black Dodge. Everybody will remember that one. And I think they did finally get busted for it. But they came in, hooked up it behind the Dodge, and stole the entire thing while these guys were in having breakfast. And I guess they actually saw the tail end of it. As they were coming back, they realized it was gone, and they were seeing it disappear somewhere. I don't know what happened to that story since, but it was in the news around here. It's been a few years now. But yeah, I was like, talk about the boldness, because Calabogie Lake is a very busy lake, winter and summer. And it just surprises me. And usually there's a big ice hut city there. I don't know these years. Maybe it still is or isn't. We'll have to take a drive up someday. Well, someday. We only got so many weeks left, and already 1 week will be disappearing when we go up to Nipigon. So anyway, you guys can see this is a wicked drive, and see this here, we can go all the way up on the Skidoo and the ATV because there's always enough stuff on the side of the road to keep his Skidoo good, because you need a vis, so you can't be on the dirt or anything. But I know a back way there too. It takes us around Canado Lake and so on. Anyway, let's say now I have to redo my thinking because I didn't realize Chris had a Skidoo with the trailer.
Yep.
Now I'm in a panic. I want to get the Grizzly fixed quicker now. Fuck. I'll have to see how things are going to pan out with deliveries. Damn it. Other than that, I'm all ready to go. I mean, the buckets are filled. I mean, I got my 2 5-gallon buckets, the one with the rods and the sonar. The other one with the other garbage with stuff in it. Then I got the tent and I got the auger, and that's all you need. So I want to get rid of the gas auger, to be honest. I want to get an electric one.
They're fucking nice, man. I got one.
Well, yeah, and I mean, like, you know, even 3 feet of ice. I was watching guys use them for 3 feet of ice in videos in Minnesota.
They don't stop.
So, I mean, you know, you carry an extra battery pack with you. So, what?
I charged mine twice last year with all the ice fishing I did.
Well, I'd still like to have a backup one.
Twice. And that's good.
This is an art gallery now. Natives. Oh, First Nations? Really? Well, I'll have to go in there. I didn't know First Nations had bought that. This is First Nations land. It hasn't been deeded over. I don't think this part will, but there are parts out here that will be up around Crotch Lake, which would be lovely. Now, I wouldn't have gone to Crotch Lake with you because you would have had to ride on the back of the ATV, and there's just no way I'm riding 9 kilometers in on a snowmobile trail to go into Crotch Lake, because it's one of my favorite lakes, and that's where Randy and all the guys go when they want to just go somewhere close. But now you got the Skidoo. It's like Crotch Lake is back on the board again, and we can catch some nice walleye in there. We all go to the same spot every year. 15 feet of water. It's not far from shore, and it's a beautiful ride in, beautiful ride out, and I mean, one of the last times I was there were 6 of us, and we all I caught a 5-pound, and everybody's the next guy caught one, his was like 6 pounds, the next guy caught one 7 pounds. It just kept going up until everybody had caught one. Yeah. And we were allowed, the 5-pounders we were allowed to keep, because that's a different fishing management zone than where I live. So we were able to keep the bigger ones, and we went home and had a nice supper. So, except I froze my legs. I've told you guys that story. Go ahead, Chris, sorry.
Yeah.
You were saying something?
How close is it?
Cross Lake? Yeah. Well, we won't be getting there today. You can't get in there.
Is it froze?
Oh, probably. I don't know. We'll find out from Randy if he's home. If he's been out there. Maybe he's out there fishing today, because I know if it is froze, and it's good, they have ice out there at Skull Island. So, but...
Well, my sled will go through this shit.
We would need your sled and my ATV to go in there. I got a guy on my ass here. I think I'm just going to let him go by.
Why do I feel like I've been here before? I feel like I've been to this fucking house before.
Well, you've been by here before with me, haven't you?
No, I worked here.
Because we're right at South Levant now. We're getting ready to turn right on
Looks like
onto 509 to Ampa.
No, I thought we did.
Snow Road, whatever they want to call it, but I call it 509.
I shingled a house out here.
Probably.
With my old boss. It looked like a house. There was a house in front of the hill, then you went down the lane, and there's another house way back there.
Oh, it's just 4 kilometers. I was going to say, is this one of the corner for sale? Oh, it's all boarded up, though, so somebody might have bought it. Look at that stovepipe. Free stovepipe for Paul. No, I wouldn't steer that. That's not my trip, man. There's North Frontenac Township. I know a guy that works there. sure. So now this is Highway 509 into Umpa where we're headed. I'm going to shut the camera down for a bit. There's, pretty much all looks the same anyway. So, okay, folks, we'll be back.